By the whole tenor of your discourse, one would imagine that you were defending the existence of God against the attacks of atheists and infidels, and that you feel compelled to be an advocate for that fundamental principle of all religion. But I hope this is not a question among us. I am persuaded that no person, at least no person of common sense, ever entertained serious doubt with regard to a truth so certain and self-evident. The question does not concern the existence, but the nature of God. Because of the infirmities of human reason, I say that this is entirely incomprehensible and unknown to us. The essence of that supreme mind, his attributes, the manner of his existence, the very nature of his eternity, these and every detail about so divine a being are mysteries to humans. Finite, weak, and blind creatures as we are, we should humble ourselves in his sublime presence. Conscious of our frailties, adore in silence his infinite perfection that eye hath not seen, ear hath not heard, nor hath it entered the human heart to conceive. A deep cloud covers it from human curiosity. Any attempt to penetrate through these sacred obscurities is profane. Next to the impiety of denying his existence is the temerity of prying into his nature and essence, decrees and attributes. So you do not think that my piety has got the better of my philosophy. I will support my opinion, if it needs any support, by a distinguished and great authority. I could cite almost all the theologians who ever treated this or any other theological subject since the founding of Christianity. But I will confine myself for now to one of them, equally celebrated for piety and philosophy. I mean Father Malebranche, who, as I remember, expressed himself this way. One ought not so much, he says, call God a spirit in order to express positively what he is, as in order to signify that he is not matter. He is a being infinitely perfect. This we cannot doubt. But just as we ought not even imagine that God is corporeal, that he is clothed with a human body, as anthropomorphites assert, and assume his figure to be the most perfect of any, neither should we imagine that the Spirit of God has human ideas or bears any resemblance to our spirit, assuming that we know nothing more perfect than a human mind. We ought rather to believe that as he comprehends the perfections of matter without being material, he comprehends also the perfections of created spirits without being spirit, in the manner we conceive spirit, and that his true name is He that is, or in other words, being without restriction, all being, being which is infinite and universal.